Good evening, everyone. It's me again, still at Lincoln County Hospital. Um, we are heading into day 8, um, which is really interesting because it doesn't get any more exciting, it doesn't get any more inspiring, um, it doesn't smell any better, it doesn't get any easier. Ultimately, I'm just stuck in a hospital for 8 days. So I've decided I'm going to give you an update as to where we're at with things, to keep you all informed. Thank you very much for all the messages that have been sent. Much appreciated. So this is where we're at, guys, with regards to doctor stuff. So I've had a chat with some doctors, consultants this morning. I was on this insane drug, right, antibiotic thing, which everyone's kind of nicknamed Tizer because it was fluorescent orange. It was rank, and I was on a serious amount of that. They've decided to take me off that, which is good. So I actually feel loads better. I don't have stomach cramps so much now, which is really awesome. And still on steroids, still on other drugs and stuff, which isn't the best. So the ward today, on a plus side, got really quiet. Okay, you might not know this, but hospitals are full of sick people that are quite ill, right? And some of them might be dying. Okay, that's just a fact of hospitals that I am coming to learn and educate myself on. So to be fair, the last few nights there's been a few people, bless them, they're all a lot older than me, on the ward, and they've kind of been linked up to ventilators, and there's been beeping sounds and all this kind of stuff, which has all been going off and going a bit crazy. Been really hard to sleep. Thankfully, that's kind of settled down quite a lot today, and some of the people have moved off the ward to other areas in the hospital. So hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep, which is going to be mega. Very excited about that. So I've been doing lots of thinking recently, and a few things have kind of crossed my mind that I kind of felt that I was going to share with you tonight. So the first thing is, right, it rarely happens, but it's amazing what you can get away with when you tell people, and you've got to have a serious face when you say it. Hi, is it possible that you can do this for me? Because I'm actually dying of cancer. It's terminal. I haven't got long left. It's amazing what you can get away with. So I put this to good effect, right? Basically, hospital beds are... There's two types of hospital beds. There's hospital beds for young people, which is me, hello, and it was kind of fairly uncomfortable and it wasn't great. And then you've got these amazing hospital beds that are all electronic and they move up and down, and yeah, they do loads of kind of crazy stuff. So first thing I did was pull the, I'm really ill, I've got terminal cancer. Is it possible to get one of those nice beds that move up and down? Sure enough, ladies and gentlemen, I am the proud owner of an amazing bed that has lots of buttons and moves up and down, and kind of, I don't ever need to leave it, to be fair. I kind of wish it had a motor and I could just wheel it around the hospital and never have to leave the thing. It's amazing. So that's my first blag, using the really ill card, which is good. But also, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about tonight was, right, I understand this topic can be quite depressing. A lot of people have asked me today, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind? You've gone slightly mental. I don't quite understand why you're so upbeat. Okay, the bottom line is, team, the reason I'm so upbeat is because that's what I choose to be. I'm not going to be down in the dumps. I'm just going to make it happen, and that's how I'm going to be. So if you don't like it, stop watching these videos, because they're not going to get any more depressing, I promise. Funny story, last night I'm in my hospital bed, okay, and at about midnight they changed my drip for antibiotics and stuff, which is nice. So this nurse, right, this made me chuckle. So this nurse comes up to me in the middle of the night, and she's like, Simon, I need to change your drip, I need to do your meds. I'm like, that's great, fine. And then she stood there and she goes, it's not fair, is it? I'm like, what? It's not fair, you're too young. You're too young. And I said, no, you're right, it kind of sucks. But, every cloud, I'm being positive about it, that's what I choose to be. She then proceeded to tell me a story about, I had a cancer scare. Oh, did you? That's interesting. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I found a lump. And it took a whole week for the doctor to tell me what it was. And, I was really panicking and it really wasn't nice. All right, and what did they discover about your lump? Oh, it was just fatty tissue. And they said that they could either leave it there or remove it. Okay? Bless her heart, 0 points for bedside manner. How's that story the same? You found a fatty bit of tissue that you thought was cancer. I'm dying. Okay? I win. I know you're trying to relate to me, but I'd rather you just kept me asleep last night. That tickled me a little bit. I thought that was quite funny. The other thing I've been thinking about is every cloud. I've come to realise there's quite a few things that are going to be happening in the very near future in the world that actually I'm going to miss. But I'm not depressed about it. I'm not down about it. I see this as a good thing. Okay, think about this. Right, listen team. You, all of you watching this, are going to have to live a life on this planet with Donald Trump as President of the United States. Unlucky. Donald Trump is going to screw over this planet. Good luck with that, team. I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy it. I ain't going to be around to see that rubbish. I don't have to put up with that. Winning. That's one. The other thing as well is global warming. We know that tides are rising. We know that places will be underwater. I'm never going to see it. Okay, I don't have to worry about living on a houseboat, or I don't have to worry about kind of glaciers melting. Doesn't bother me. Not going to have any impact on my life at all. So again, that's another positive. So sorry guys, that's another thing that unfortunately you're possibly going to have to put up with. Another really obvious thing is, right, okay, I think you're going to have some issues, some of you, in getting older. Okay, the fact is, right, all of you are going to get old. You're going to be walking really slowly. You know when you see old people walking down the road and they're shuffling, and you're like, oh, bless them, they're trying to move as fast as they can, but they're struggling really, really hard. That's going to be some of you one day. Some of you are going to have to wear nappies because you're going to wee yourselves, because you're going to lose all control of your bowels. Some of you are going to have to get Meals on Wheels delivered to your house. Some of you are going to have people helping bathe you in the bath. You know, there are worse things, but to be honest, that's another thing that I'm not going to have to live with and I'm not going to have to deal with. And so again, every cloud, that ain't going to be me. Good luck, everyone. I kind of wish I could see some of you getting old. That would be quite amusing, funny, because I don't think some of you cope very well. But yes. So yeah, they were just some thoughts. Zimmer frames. There's another one. There's loads of Zimmer frames in hospital. Right? Some of you have to walk around with a Zimmer frame. Wow, amazing. So yeah, they were just some of the things I thought I'd share. Because, you know, we can be positive about things, we can be negative about things. I'm going to be positive, and I ain't going to have to put up with any of that rubbish. You lot are unlucky. I feel sorry for a lot of you. Just to give you another update on some of the things that have been happening today, I was visited by some very dear friends today. Thank you everyone that popped in to visit me. Much appreciated. We had a laugh. It was good fun. Again, if you want to come see me, find out how I'm doing, kind of see the freak show for yourself. Okay, more than happy to have visitors and stuff. Just send me a text and whatever, and I can make it happen. I am trying to logistically work out timetabling so I can see everyone that wants to see me, because it would be great to see you. But yeah, just feel free to send text. It's cool. Look, guys, I've got nothing else to do. I'm kind of sat around, not really doing a lot. So by all means, come and have a chat. I'll even see if I can blag you a cup of tea or something and look after you. In other news, tomorrow is possibly I might be moving to the oncology ward, so I might be changing locations. Of course, I'll let you know if that's happening and where I'll be. So yeah, changing wards, and then they've got a big, they've kind of got like a big consultant conference thing where basically they discuss symptoms and they kind of come up with a plan of action. Fairly hardcore. Basically, they kind of look at my brain and they decide whether treatment is an option. Okay, so tomorrow is kind of a bit weird because it's like you get given the time frame. Like they will tell me how long I have left tomorrow, or they have a much better understanding of what that looks like. So that's going to happen tomorrow. Of course, I will be back tomorrow evening on Facebook Live, letting you know what's going on, keeping you all informed, keeping you updated with how my day's gone. I've got a few ideas of things that I'm possibly going to be trying out over the next few weeks, and I'll keep you guys updated as to some of the craziness that I'm possibly going to be getting up to, which will be interesting. But kind of fingers crossed, the meeting tomorrow, we'll find out where we're at with treatment, what's going on, and then also there was talk of them sending me home for a while, because give me a bit of a break from hospital and then possibly come back for treatment, but we don't know yet. So we will find that out tomorrow. Okay, well, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Be nice to each other, stay positive, and I hope you don't have too many nightmares about getting old and Trump destroying the world that you will be left in. Goodbye.